Alrighty then. We're live.
Hello.
Hello.
Come on, don't be so awkward. Jeez. It's like this isn't like the 11th episode, man.
It's not. It's episode 10. It says.
No, it's
I was
episode
waiting
11.
for you to do your whole introduction thing, so I didn't say anything.
What, my introduction? Oh, what, you think
Welcome back to the Salt Podcast.
We don't have an introduction. Come on. Who do you think we are?
Shut the fuck up.
What? You think we're like official or something like that?
We don't have sponsors yet.
We got like a script that we follow week by week. Nah, man, we're pulling this shit out of our asses as we
Wait. This is in the script I have for this week. What's going on? Do I have the wrong script?
No, you good.
Everything you've said so far is on script.
Anyways, welcome to this week's podcast, episode 11. We're here. It's February. Was it February last episode? I don't think so.
I have no idea.
It was February 1st.
It was the first.
It was the first. We're continuing in February. Months. It's interesting how they work. Otherwise, I'm your host, Taryn, followed by our co-hosts, our sweet, sweet men, Kobe.
Hello.
Boosh.
Howdy.
And Adam.
Well, hey there, sexy.
Hopefully all leveled. Volume controls should be good now. Okay, it only took us 11 episodes to get here. But you know what? It's probably going to take us another 11 to get it fixed again. So
yeah, we'll fuck it up by next week, I promise.
Look, it's fine. You know, we'll get there somehow. Now, once we get a production value to this stream, I think we're going to be killing it. All right.
We just need sponsors.
Look, guys.
Dr. Squatch.
No.
I mean,
look. Yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday. It's Monday, the day after the Super Bowl. So I think it's only fitting that we talk about what's on everybody's mind.
Cereal.
Anime titties.
Okay, because it's like any other Monday. I get it.
Exactly. But also, anime titties. So I like to open up the floor and ask the simple question. Do you like anime titties? Yes or no?
Yes.
It's going to be a hard yes for me.
I mean, yeah, they're titties.
Okay, so then...
Real titties are better, but I don't dislike them.
I also like anime titties. So, why is it that everybody has a problem with anime titties and jerking off to them?
Oh.
Is there really like a problem there?
I don't know, man.
I would reckon people are in denial, or for one thing. So, they oppose it because they don't want to admit that they like it because there's that stereotype around it. And my other theory is they have a weird misconception where they just they've seen the really weird tits the size of a fucking desk drawn, and they're like, "What the people like this?"
But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with I guess I don't know, the blown out of proportions? You know what I mean? I think that's what gives it its appeal.
It ain't my cup of tea, but I'm not going to judge you for it.
I'm not into the big bahonka donka mommy monkeys,
I, for one, have a great fear of suffocation, so.
All right. Well, Foosh, you're being a little quiet over there.
We're talking about anime titties.
What do you think?
I mean, I was trying not to interrupt anybody else. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna kind of go with what Adam said first, with people that have a problem with it are the ones that actually enjoy it the most. See, they just don't want people to know they like it.
Look at you, Dad. What?
See, I proposed this question to Kobe a week ago, right? And I just don't get why it's this whole oh, you're a degenerate for jerking off to some cartoons. You know what I mean? I don't see the issue in that. You jerk off to some Harry Poon, that's gross. So
hey, that's natural.
What's wrong with some anime?
Who said I was doing that? Slander on my name.
Okay. So I think another part of it is people get scared of things that are different. I mean, I feel like that's pretty evident in how people act. Every time something new comes around, people hate on it. I mean, I don't want to get political, but like,
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
Anime titties have been around since the first dynasty.
I mean, hold on, that's probably true to some extent, right? Because it's just drawn tits. Somebody back then drew tits. Everybody does it, right?
Fucking cavemen
That's
probably
gotta
drew
have happened.
tits on the walls.
Yeah.
Anime titties.
Yeah. Autas. You know what I mean? Like, fucking people love autas. I don't care if you're a man, woman, or whatever you identify as. I think everybody can collectively come around to the idea that titties are pleasing. Yes?
I would like to expand on that and reply to Master Johan, who's talking about his wife. Yeah, she can like tits too, John.
Yeah,
It's
my
fine.
wife,
I bet
she respects a good pair of tits. Why do you think she married me? Okay?
he's got a point, I guess. That's fair.
But
That's
no,
fair.
like,
Everybody
I don't know.
likes tits.
I just feel like we are in like a renaissance, so to speak, of like anime titties, Rule 34, and it's not getting the appreciation that it deserves. Because at the end of the
Are we
day,
in a renaissance?
well, I don't know, for anime titties, not for everything else. But like the quality of anime boobs is pretty good right now, and it's only getting better.
Okay.
And the people, the artists making them titties aren't getting the respect that they deserve, which is me splooging on my phone at midnight.
On? You don't like moving out of the way?
The power move.
Remind me to never touch your stuff.
Why do you think I do it, man? Look,
Yikes.
you touched my stuff. That's coming with an STD. All right, that's on you, not me.
No,
Oh God.
you know what? All right. Anyway, so art, yeah. You want the artists to get more respect? You said.
Where are you seeing this hate, Taryn?
Yeah, I've not seen any, but I'm
just
not
feel
really
like-
part
I
of this
don't-
community, so
I feel like a
don't-
lot of the stuff I watch when like anime titties come up, like for example, like that whole what's her chick from was it Resident Evil?
Lady Dimitrescu? I was
Yeah.
just gonna bring her
Does
up.
that
9'6".
count as anime?
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
I mean kind of.
I don't
mean,
really know if that's considered anime.
I'm using anime as like a broad term here. You know what
so
I mean?
so computer generated breasts.
Sexy cartoons, sexy digital
Animated.
artwork.
Animated
I don't know if I
titties
would
is what
call
you're
that
going
a
for.
cartoon, but animated.
I mean,
boobs.
it's animated in the sense. I mean, a game. You're technically
Yeah, no, it's-
animating a game.
Yeah, that's an animated titty.
That's
It's
what we're
not an
saying.
anime titty.
Yeah,
It's not an anime titty, and it's not a
anime
cartoon
titty.
titty.
It's kind of, what's a definition of a cartoon, really? Something
I
drawn.
don't know.
Right?
I
Look,
guess.
look, we're not here to discuss about that. You know, we're here to discuss
Okay.
the more important fact. But like,
Yeah,
I feel like
Question
when
is,
that,
would you let Lady Dimitrescu step on you or not?
yes,
I don't think I want anybody to step on me. To be fair,
Well, she's 9'6" with mommy milkers.
ouch. That's a lot of weight. I'm fragile.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
can
wait to
make-
play with the new Resident Evil.
But like, look, it's like that. Like when that came out, I feel like there's a lot of like it was like very divided. Maybe not really, but I feel like there's a lot of people hating it, but then a lot of people supporting it, and I just feel like that happens with a lot of things. You know what I mean? And just like the whole like
Yeah.
anime titties scene gets, I feel like it gets a lot of hate. A lot of people like it, but a lot of people hate it. So why are we hating over there? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't think any of us are. I think it's probably
Yeah,
a bunch
Oh,
of
and
like
us, a closed
bad
circuit?
people.
No, we all appreciate it. We all get it. But like outside of the closed circuit, you know what I mean?
I mean, I
We're
said
gonna have
before.
to go
I'll
back
say
to
it-
heck. I don't see any of this hate. Like I don't.
I mean, I don't seek out anime titties, so I might just be in the wrong communities. Maybe I'm just not seeing this. But I take your word that it exists. And again, I'm going to say it's probably just people who A, don't understand the other perspective, or B, dislike it because it's different from what they like and they think everybody should be like them. It's like a whole subconscious thing because people are assholes. Like, you know,
Don't let
it's
other
kind of-
people just vibe. Bro.
yeah, we had that furry conversation. People hate on furries all the time, but we're like, hey, you know, you
Just
do your
let,
thing.
let you do
You
you.
do
I'll
you.
do me.
long
Things
as we
work
ain't
out. We
hurting.
can do each other.
I mean,
Exactly.
consensually, of course.
That's the way, Foosh. I like where your head's at.
So is that when we're gonna transcend is when everyone just agrees to fuck each other.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think Crowley tried that in like the 50s or something, and he just got banned from like Italy or something. So
Yeah, but that's the 50s. You know, let's bring it back, try it again. You know, wait 50 years, see what happens.
All the men must come together to make one super sperm. We will recreate God.
oh, is that how that works?
Man, that's a theory right there.
I forgot about that Bible passage. That one isn't quoted nearly enough. Remind me which book that one's from.
From Richard 6:9.
Beautiful.
Well, that's all I had. Like, I'm just here to promote anime titties.
Artistic mammary glands. I like that.
I think
See,
if you haven't, I think you need to take the time to look into it a little bit more. Maybe, you know, rub it out a little bit, you know.
Do you guys like the terminology artistic mammary glands?
I personally don't, because it's hard for me to say, but that's a whole different topic.
I don't, because it's not the mammary glands that I enjoy in a boob. I enjoy the skin and the softness. The glands itself.
I enjoy the whole boob.
Yeah, I enjoy it as a whole. The glands themselves, it's like, I'm not a fan of anybody's thyroid.
Gotta respect the boob from the inside and the outside.
I respect that they do things for our body, and that's great, but a thyroid by itself.
Don't even start with a thyroid. My wife found out she has like a high thyroid or whatever like that is, whatever that thing is, and like apparently that thing can just cause a whole bunch of issues for your body. So pretty much like everything that's wrong with her, she just blames her thyroid for it. And my mom has a high thyroid, and she does the same thing, and it's fucking annoying.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, thyroids. I had to get my thyroid checked, or they did blood work to check my thyroid a few months ago. Turns out it's fine, but like I was having weird symptoms. They're like, well, probably the thyroid.
What the fuck is a thyroid even? Now, what does that thing do for you?
I have no idea. It's a gland. That's all I got.
Is it like the pancreas, or it's just like we don't need them anymore? Or do we
But
need
I
the
think
pancreas?
we do still need.
Oh no, we definitely need.
Oh, what's the one that we don't need but we still have?
Appendix.
Appendix.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, fuck that thing. Fuck that thing, and fuck the thyroid. We don't need them.
So no, the thyroid gland is a vital hormone gland that plays a role in metabolism, growth, and development of the human body, and regulate many body functions. I'm really struggling to read this like a normal human being. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it just releases a bunch of hormones that we need.
So you're saying if we take that out, we'll stay young forever?
No, you'll probably just die.
No.
So that's the holy grail, right? We remove it and we stay young forever.
Well, you won't have
I mean, I guess you won't
You'll have a
age after
baby
death,
dick.
right? So yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
You'll have a baby dick, though.
No, I think those hormones come from your balls.
What's wrong with the baby?
No,
dick?
no.
Oh,
Well, okay.
Guys,
Hold on.
I don't think you want to get into this. Hold on.
Whoa.
We're gonna
Let me
get
rephrase
hard.
Let me rephrase that. What's wrong with the small dick? What? Hey, that's not my fault, okay? He's the one who said baby dick first. I was just using baby dick in the same sentence.
Technique-wise, you're not going to be able to get the distance.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What are you competing in here?
You competing in the long jump or something like that?
No. I'm competing in the sprints.
Oh my god.
Well,
the 100-yard dash, huh?
Pole vaulting.
Oh, fastest around the West.
Spam.
Anyway,
Did you guys see that thing in? I know I'm not taking this political, okay, but it does have something to do with what happened in like when those people stormed the Senate or whatever.
yeah.
Did you guys see, like, so the FBI is going through and grabbing all those photos and stuff like that, and they made a case against one of the guys I think that like the fucking shaman dude, whatever he calls himself. But the
Yeah.
picture that they used was a picture of it was an altered picture with what's his nut, that porn star with like the massive dick who's like sitting on the bed, like Big Wood or something like that. And like he's in
Jeremy?
he's in the background of one of the pictures, like replacing like one of the presidents. They used that picture in like a case against one, like an official case with one of those. So like in the background, you just see fucking Big Wood just sitting there on the.
Oh, no. That is saved in a vault somewhere forever now because I was used in such an important case. They don't get rid of that shit, I'm sure.
Probably not. Yeah, so it's just Big
Oh,
Jim or whatever
no.
his name is, just sitting back there on the couch or on the bed, just like just fucking dick swinging. Look, I saw that today. I about lost it, man.
Damn.
Because
That's pretty impressive.
Like, because you know how that happened, right? Like, it's like so and so probably was like, oh, hey, I know that guy. Sends the information over to the FBI, and the FBI is just so focused on like, oh, trying to figure out who that guy is, right? They're not looking in the background and seeing just massive dick.
No, they look in the background and see massive dick, but they can't admit that to their friends. They're gonna be like, why are you looking at the dick?
Right? It's like,
They all saw it, but they're like, oh, I haven't
whoa,
seen it.
buddy, you looking at that? No. Yeah.
Yikes.
So that's the fun news day for you. That's an actual fact. You can look that up. You can Google it.
I wonder if that will actually affect the case because the image has obviously been doctored. I wonder if they can use that.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't really care about it. I just find it funny.
Yeah, just something to think about. Yeah, no, that's pretty great.
Did
they find out during the trial? Did they like bring it up and the judge is like, "Holy shit, that's a big schlogger."
I don't know the exact like what happened, but I know like they released the documents and then like people quickly saw it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of spread like wild.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. FBI men can definitely enjoy some dick, but they're not going to admit it to their coworkers.
weren't you working for like the IRS or something like that at one point?
No.
I thought you had some, I thought you were doing something like an internship for something like that.
No, I applied for a Department of Defense job a few years back, but I didn't get it. So.
Oh, I think that's what it was. I was thinking of.
Yeah, it'd be different department.
Do people apply to intern at the IRS? That sounds awful.
I'm sure somebody has, but yeah, I'm sure that's pretty awful. I would not enjoy that.
Okay, is that worse than being a moderator for like social media?
I would say so. Yeah.
Maybe.
Really though?
Dude, working for the IRS would be awful.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but just on terms of shit you see though.
I mean, I feel like working for the IRS is awful and like I want to blow my brains out way, but I feel like being a social media moderator is scarring in the I see horrible things for my job day kind of way.
Yeah.
So it's a different type of awful.
Both equally.
Plus, working for the IRS, nobody likes you. Nobody.
Yeah.
Not even the IRS likes you.
I mean, honestly, yeah, probably true. I know if I worked for the IRS, I would be unhappy with myself.
Wait,
what? I think they get discounts.
On what?
No. On taxes?
Tax return?
5% off your taxes each year.
Oh, wow. It's going to save me not a lot.
It comes out of your refund too, so you lose 5% of your refund.
No, your refund is your paycheck.
Oh, no.
For the year.
Oh, jeez. But your refund is based off of the taxes taken out of your paycheck, so... Uh-oh.
We got a special
Here's
system
your
here.
Christmas bonus. It's your refund.
Well, look, it doesn't matter what you do at the IRS, because, you know, you all know they just have Santa Claus hooked up to jumper cables back there.
Oh, yeah, I would.
You know, he knows everything, so just take Santa Claus and boom, you got an easy job right there.
I don't think they have him.
You don't think you don't think so?
No, he's public enemy number one for them. All right, that guy's been dodging taxes for fucking centuries or decades, however long it's been.
Is he a U.S.
Yeah, he's got a point.
I don't know. He lives in the North Pole.
Every movie I've seen about him, he has an
Technically,
American
he does
accent.
operate in the U.S. though.
True. Well,
So,
yeah.
so that
I
brings up
see.
2 questions. First question: who owns like Antarctica and the North Pole, or is it just considered like free use?
Antarctica is like it's like an international thing. It's like no one owns it, but like any country can go there
It's like the ocean.
or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of like a
Like maritime law kind of crap.
like any country can go there, but like you can't really like claim any land or anything there.
So the same with the North
Interesting.
Pole.
I believe.
Well, I heard on a podcast recently that England or the UK apparently claims to own part of the North Pole, but I don't know if they actually do. Like,
Oh, I could see them like putting
Yeah.
like a country owning like a part of it to a certain
yeah,
extent,
like,
which is
they
weird.
explored
but-
a lot of it, so I could see them claiming it back in the olden days, and now they're just like, yeah, we still got that. And then everybody else is like, you didn't put a flag up, and there's nobody there, and the people you sent died because we watched the terror, so we know what happened. And then they're just like, yeah, no, nobody took it away from us, so we still got it. And then it's just kind of useless because nobody does anything up there.
Well,
That's world politics in my eyes,
huh.
So it's like Alaska.
more or less. It's like Alaska without the oil.
Eh,
Well,
Or
do
do
we
they have
know?
both?
Do we
Whatever
know
they
there's
have.
not oil up there though? I feel like there has to be oil up there. Maybe not a lot, but because I mean,
I have no idea.
under all that ice, isn't there fucking a landmass?
I mean, in Antarctica, there's definitely a landmass
Mm-hmm.
because I've seen a map of it. I don't know about the North Pole, to be honest. Maybe.
Is the North Pole just called the North Pole, or is there like a title to it?
Yeah, let's look that up. I don't know.
isn't it
I
the
don't know
Arctic?
anything.
Because like the north is the Arctic, the south is Antarctic.
Oh, I think that's right.
Really?
Mhm.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I don't remember what it means. Well, Arctic means like cold or something, right? I'm not sure, but I think
Sure.
so.
Huh, maybe.
I
But
don't know.
what's the ant though?
Well, probably. Okay.
Not
Cold but south.
I mean, probably. Okay, it's called the. No, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything giving it a name on my very brief Google search.
I feel like people probably just refer it to as the North Pole and it just stuck.
I'm googling Arctic versus Antarctic.
The Arctic is a polar region located at the northernmost part of the Earth.
Huh. There
the
you go.
Arctic's at the top.
The
Antarctic's at the
Arctic
bottom.
consists of the Arctic Ocean, adjacent seas, and parts of Alaska, Canada, Finland, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Russia, and Sweden.
Boo. Boo, that's a cop out.
Huh.
For what?
Oh no. That's just gathering too many things in one place, man. Too
I
much.
mean, I guess.
Too much. Too broad.
See, the difference is the Arctic is an area where the Antarctica is a continent. Like,
So-
the Arctic isn't a continent.
So then is
Arctic
there
is
no
like, this north part up here of the Earth, but Antarctica, it's on the south, like part of the Earth, but it's also a continent.
Yeah, so that means there's no land on the North Pole,
yeah,
right?
it's just a sheet
It's
of
just
ice.
ice.
Basically.
Fuck, more you know.
What do you think would happen if the magnetic poles switched places? Like, while
I
we were
mean-
sitting here?
Will that cause a lot of issues?
I have no
the,
fucking
Earth would,
idea.
the Earth would flip upside down, and time
I
would
feel
reverse.
like gravity would there'd be some fucked up shit happening.
Well, I
Well,
feel like the
magnetic-
transition would be the most noticeable, but once it stabilizes, I feel like
Yeah.
there wouldn't be too much of a difference.
Like, I mean, it'd probably mess up GPS and stuff because I think that it uses the magnetic field.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Aurora Borealis would change places. It wouldn't affect gravity. I don't think gravity has anything to do with the magnetic force.
No, just mass.
Yeah,
Huh.
masses.
Masses. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would that affect the way you spin though?
I honestly have no idea.
I got no clue.
Would that?
Because I
would
mean,
that change
they're
the
magnetic.
direction?
Would our
I
South
don't-
Pole be meeting with something else that has a South Pole of a magnetic field? Would we get pushed out of our orbit?
I don't think there's anything close enough to us, right?
No, except for the moon. But
Does that even have magnetic poles?
I don't think so. Because I think to have them to do that, I think you have to have an atmosphere.
No, I think you have to have we have that like hot ass chunk of iron in our core, and that's where ours comes from. I think.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. You're right.
'Cause it's like spinning. I don't think the moon has that.
So that because if the poles change, like, are we assuming if they just like flip flop like instantly?
No, that's a thing that apparently. Well, I don't know how instant it is, but it's a thing that has apparently happened in the past, like before humans were on Earth.
Oh, I could see that like when the Earth was like developing.
So
Yeah.
the magnetic North Pole, the poles are actually constantly moving. Like
But just little bits.
yeah, 25 miles a year to the northwest is what the
That's not.
that's
I don't
a
feel
lot
like that's
more
a
than I
little bit.
25 miles over like the surface of the Earth is not that much.
It's still a
I
lot
guess
more
in
than I
the
expected.
surface of the. I was expecting like a couple centimeters or like an inch or two.
Yeah, like that's what the continents move. I think, but like 25 miles. I don't know, man.
Which they said this could be a sign we're about to experience another magnetic polar flip. Probably not in our lifetime, but eventually.
Neat.
But what does that
What
mean
would that
though?
do?
Like, is it just like like obviously it's flipping, right? So like the north turns into the south. But like, how does that flip? Is it just like instantly?
Oh, that's how the South wins.
That's how the south wins.
They retake the North.
We're coming for you. 25 miles a year.
They do say though. They do say though that when the poles flip, it could weaken the Earth's protective magnetic field by up to 90%,
Ooh,
which would introduce us to harmful space radiation, which can damage cells, cause cancer, fry electronic circuits and electrical grids.
Burn the surface
And
of the Earth.
with
solar
a
flare
weaker
happens.
field in place, some scientists think could expose planes to higher levels of radiation, making flights less safe.
Ah.
I feel like 90%.
That sounds
Weaken the magnetic field by 90% is going to do a lot more than what they say in the very next sentence, is what I just read.
Hey, yeah, you get a little bit more cancer. It's fine though, right?
The sun's going to fry you to death, by the way.
Right.
but we're gonna say it in a nice way. Yeah,
Might be
Our
uncomfortable
modern
on
way of
planes.
life could cease to exist.
Ooh,
Okay.
Did you guys know that Australia, the continent, and Australia, the country, are two separate things, kind of?
I
Our
heard
fan
something about
asked us to talk about that, and that is the extent of my knowledge on the
I
topic.
don't know anything about that. Like, look, I respect the topic. We'll put it on the sheet, and we'll try to do some research on it. But I will say most of this shit's pulled out of our asses, and I have no idea other than Australia being a continent.
I think Australia, the continent, includes a couple of the neighboring islands as well, and I've seen it called Oceania in places. That might have been, but like,
that kind of rings some bells.
yeah, there we go. It's got New Zealand, and that's where they filmed the Lord of the Rings movies, guys.
Man,
I want to go there one day. Just watched The Hobbit today.
You were?
What?
You were watching The Hobbit today?
Yeah, I watched The Desolation of Smaug.
Ooh, Snow.
Is that
I
the
was
first
gonna
one?
start streaming some Metro, but then Desolation of Smaug was on, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta watch this."
Really? That's what you thought?
Yeah,
Huh? Do you like the Hobbit trilogy?
I do. I think it's
How
good.
much?
I think it's good. I like the movies.
Okay.
Okay,
In
just-
relation to the other trilogy, the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I like them probably equally.
Wow,
Equally.
you're wrong. You're just dead wrong, man.
No, I think they're
The
good.
second Hobbit movie ends in the middle of a battle. It's like it's not even like a good cliffhanger. It's just like, oh,
What are you talking about?
I expected more.
Bob flies to fucking whatever that place is called, and then Bilbo's like, "What have we done?" And then, bam.
Yeah. And
Flat.
then the first 5 minutes of the next movie, he's dead. So who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
It's so anticlimactic.
I will say that my issue with the Hobbit movies is like there's just a lot of shit that just magically happens. You know what I mean?
It should have been 1 3-hour movie, in my opinion.
Or it's just like, oh, here's the solution. You know what I mean? Just like right here. Oh, the dragon's coming. Oh, good thing we have this one dragon killing arrow. And good thing I don't, and I have 100% accuracy with this one dragon arrow.
One asshole who seems to have some sort of like blood connection to this one arrow that just happens to be here.
Yeah, wasn't he like just like a nobody at the beginning of the movies or something like that?
Yeah,
And then
he's,
all of a sudden
like,
he's like,
related to
"Oh,
some
you're related to the great dragon slayers of the past," and he's just like, "I can shoot this thing."
Yeah. I need to read those books because I think they're well, I guess I listened to the audiobook of The Hobbit, but it's like ungodly long, so I listened to it when I was going to sleep and I missed a lot of it because I fell asleep. But the thing was, even though I missed a lot of words, I didn't miss a lot of content because Tolkien just wrote and wrote and wrote. He gave a backstory for every fucking tree, I swear.
It's because every tree was.
Well, I mean, they were ants.
No,
But I'm still a big fan of the universe he created. I just am not huge on his writing.
you're not huge on his writing or the movies.
On his writing, like the books themselves.
Oh,
Because he's just so wordy. But I love the universe. I really enjoy the movies because they're less wordy. I still liked The Hobbit. I just feel like it was lacking, and they could have done it in like way less movies.
yeah, I definitely feel like it definitely like drug on a little bit.
Oh,
Like with the Lord of the Rings, like the original trilogy, I feel like they did a good job of making it so like if you're a fan of it, you like spending the time watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like they do a good job of doing that. But with like a Hobbit, I feel like definitely they're like, all right, we're just drawing this out because we need to make another trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, they also added a lot of content that they did not need to add just to add more time, I think, so they could split it into 3 movies. Like, it felt like they tried to make it a trilogy when they didn't need to.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Also, the fan service was stupid. Legolas wasn't supposed to be there. Who's this elf lady? Gosh. Rant continues. I'm running out. I honestly don't remember what they named her.
Yeah, that was her name.
Okay, well.
Toriel.
I mean, what do you
Traveling
mean he
with
wasn't
Legolas.
supposed to be there? Was he not supposed to be there? I guess I've never
Not
read
in
the
The
books.
No, he was introduced in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because elves live for fucking ever in that.
Yeah, like he would have
universe.
existed at that time, but he wasn't like he's not written into The Hobbit.
Oh, okay, I got you. I gotta admit
But he's
though,
Legolas.
I was gonna say he's like easily one of my favorite characters, man.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Orlando Bloom is fucking sexy, so I'm not gonna bitch too much.
Yeah, and there's a nice picture of his hog on the internet too. Check that out.
I didn't know that though.
Dude, he's got a big one, man. He's like on a surfboard or whatever, and the thing's just hanging there. But I digress. But
Is this real? Was he surfing naked?
yeah, it's like paddleboarding, I think. But
I think I remember this. I remember the report on
yeah,
this.
that's
Wow.
an old one, man. But anyways, and I definitely think he, out of like the characters, I think he's on there. I really wish Gimli would have gotten more, like, just more. I want more from Gimli.
I think there's more in the books because there's a more dwarf backstory.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I haven't read them.
Aragon, honestly, I never really liked him.
Aragorn.
Aragorn,
Fucking
sorry, I'm sorry. I can't.
Your entire argument is invalid now.
I can barely speak English. You can't expect me to speak Tolkien language. Come on.
He's got a point there.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that Aragon movie that they made?
Oh my
I
god, that should have been way better than what it was. Oh,
The book was so good. I was
were-
a kid, so I watched the movie and I was like, "This is so good." And then a year went on, and I was like, "Man, this was really bad."
that was so bad.
I also love how they left it as a cliffhanger, like, "Oh, we're gonna make more of these," and then they're like, "Never mind, we can't make good
Yeah.
movies." Classic early 2000s trash.
How would you? So I feel like they do. A lot of movies do that, where like the first one doesn't perform well, so then they like forget about it and they never do it. How would you feel about like if another director came in, but then just made the sequel to that movie? Or do you feel like they have to, or do you feel like they have to reboot it?
I would prefer a reboot so I have consistent quality across the board. I don't want to sit through shitty Aragon 1 and then have a God tier Aragon 2.
Then you get a Star Wars new trilogy situation all over again.
You know what?
But,
Got a damn good point.
but what if it was actually good though?
Then you still have one shit movie.
Wait. Are you saying of those 3 movies, there's only one shit movie? Did we
I
see
will
the
say I
same
liked
sequel
Force
trilogy?
Awakens the best because it sparked joy.
Yeah,
And
same,
then,
but it was
then
still
the
crap.
trilogies went on.
It was just the I don't know what's A New Hope. It's just A New Hope over again, though.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of
worse.
Abrams in a nutshell. Nostalgia directing.
Yeah, it was all bad.
I don't know. Me and Kobe have talked this at length multiple times. I stand on the side that I think the quality of movie, like in terms of visuals and stuff like that, were amazing, right? And that's the only reason why I really watch it. But as far as the story goes, it was ass.
Yeah,
It was dumb. They were forcing too many things into it. But also, I can't really fault them too much because they're basically creating a new Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, they're not...
I can fault them because, like, from a literary standpoint, their writing was ass.
Yes. I mean, it was not done well. And that's the problem, is, like, they're venturing into new territory with so much fan base and stuff like that.
Venturing into new territory, they wouldn't remake the movies.
Look, you know what the problem was? They didn't have Jon Favreau.
I mean, yeah, that's
Case in point.
Or Filoni.
Or Filoni. They didn't have those two. If they would have had those two, we would have had a great new trilogy.
Yeah, I could see that. I agree. But, instead we got 2 directors shitting on each other's work in reply via the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. Like the
and
Knights
you know
of
what?
Ren.
They got rich from it, so I guess maybe they have the shit figured out and we don't.
Well, they're appealing to the casuals. All right, does that make sense? They're not appealing to the hardcore, generic Star Wars fans.
You know who they're appealing to? The young children who want to buy the toys. Give me another reason for them to introduce this badass new yellow lightsaber 2 seconds before the credits roll at the end of the fucking trilogy.
Oh my god, why can't they just give us a scene where they fucking make a lightsaber? Is that so fucking hard to do? Like a minute scene at least? Like, come the fuck on, Disney.
Gotta watch Clone Wars for that.
Oh my god.
Did I have that
The
scene?
only way.
For that.
Yeah,
They have the whole episode where they go to Ilum and the Padawans get their kyber crystals.
Fun.
And how the fuck does she know how to make a lightsaber anyway?
Yeah. Who the fuck taught her that? Everybody's dead.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know. Apparently,
You could
Luke and Leia were still there.
I was gonna say you could argue like the Force spirits talking to her, walking her through it, or something like that. But here's the thing: she didn't even know she was a Jedi, and the whole trilogy took like what was the time from like Force Awakens to her making the lightsaber? How long was that?
They were very vague about that on purpose, I think.
Sounds like a quick trick to Google.
Because like fucking Luke died and bada bing bada boom, Leia trained her.
Oh my god!
Like that, it just happened.
She didn't even train her. I don't think.
Did she not?
No.
Yeah, that was how the third
whole,
movie began.
That was the whole joke in The Mandalorian with Luke could be like, "Oh, great power isn't just learned or something like that." What was that? Was that line? Who's making fun of that whole thing? Because like she just like without training, like can't have great power or something like that. Because that was her whole thing. Whereas like in the first movie, she's just good with a lightsaber. You know what I mean? And we don't see her train at all.
Yeah.
No, I don't think she had any training.
But there's a whole like training montage at the beginning of the third one.
Oh yeah, I guess she did have some training, but like in Force Awakens, she didn't have any training.
Oh yeah, no. She was running by the seat of her pants on pure luck the first 2 movies.
What? Rey's supposed to be 19?
She's 19?
Apparently in the movie she's 19 and it only takes like around a year for the sequel trilogy to take place.
So she didn't have any training.
That's so bullshit.
And also Force Awakens and Last Jedi happened in the same year.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. According to Screen Rant.
Dude, holy shit, Kobe. This is what I say. Every time this topic gets brought up, I find new fucking ways to hate this trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like every time I fucking utter the words of the new trilogy, I like part of me wants to like respect it, right? Or it's just like, give them the benefit of the doubt, but something new
Okay.
comes up and I'm just
Wait.
like, nah, this is trash.
Wait a fucking second. Let's talk about the second movie. You know the scene where Yoda, Ghost Yoda, zappity zaps the sacred texts and Luke's losing his fucking mind, and then at the end of the movie, Luke kills himself? Luke is the original Star Wars fans and Yoda's Disney. The sacred text with the fucking all the lore that has been built up to this point that they're just shitting on.
Yeah.
It's all an analogy for how they're shitting on the fans, and we're just gonna off ourselves.
We should have all listened to Mark Hamill
We
when
should
Last
have.
Jedi was coming out.
Yep. He talked shit about it, didn't he? I feel like
he very
openly-
subtly warns everyone. He's always like, "This Luke is not my Luke."
yeah.
Man. Well, that's the Star Wars rant for a while.
It will be back.
See, the problem is,
It'll
it's
be
like
back.
I just love Star Wars so much. Not necessarily. I think we can all agree that across all the movies, they have their issues, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't think none of them are like top grade movies and stuff like that. But the thing that makes me like Star Wars is all the lore of Star Wars. It's kind of like
Same.
you. It's kind of like you in Lord of the Rings, where it's like, like the reading material and stuff like that you don't necessarily like, but you love the lore. You love the
Well,
world.
I actually do read the Star Wars books, some of them. So.
Oh, well, I was talking
Really?
about Lord of the Rings, but anyways.
Oh yeah.
That's my example, right? I think everyone can get behind the lore of the Star Wars. I think that's why people get so hurt about it when they do stupid shit like this.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So here's
It's
the
like-
question. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
I was just gonna say if Disney bought like Lord of the Rings and just
What
Had-
is it? Amazon doing like a Lord of the Rings series still?
Yeah, Amazon has their Lord of the Rings show they're doing.
Isn't that
Yikes.
supposed to come out soon, or is that still in the works?
I think they're still working on it.
When was that announced? Was that 2 years ago or 3 years?
It's
that's a
definitely
long
within
time
the
ago.
last, I think it
I
was
don't
like
know.
2 years ago or something.
last year was like 5 years, so I'm completely lost. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
All right. Well, anyways, do you think they're gonna make another trilogy for Star Wars, or do you think they're all just going the episodic route with like TV shows and stuff like that?
I think they're just going episodic at this point. I hope.
I don't.
but-
I mean, obviously the Skywalker saga is over, but I remember they said Ryan Johnson was working on like Star Wars films that take place in like a different galaxy.
They might have one-offs like Solo and Rogue One, but I don't think they're gonna have a trilogy again. I hope. I really hope.
Is it because it's too much? Is it too big of a task to do a new trilogy, or is it
I think
because
it's just
or is
too
it
much
just because
content.
trilogies in general just suck ass?
I think trilogies in general are fine if they're done well, but I think if you're going to do that, I think it has to be based off of books because books have the content you need to get like 9 hours a movie. And I don't think, I mean, we already know Disney's shitting on all the books, so I don't think that's going to happen. It's just too much content to add to that universe now, too, because they just released the sequel trilogy this past decade. Look at the time between the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, plus, like, I mean, yeah, the movies were successful, but like they are also getting shat on heavily by a lot of people. So, and then again, so did the prequels. So maybe I'm just being a crotchety old man. I don't know.
Well, I want Kobe's input on this, but before we do that, well, the reason why the prequels got so much hate is because there's all the nostalgic of the original series, right?
Yeah,
And then the reason why the new one got hated was because all the prequel babies were getting mad. And on top of the original series babies.
that's not inaccurate at all. That's pretty much it.
But Kobe, what's your opinion on if like the new trilogy or something like that, if they were to make one?
I mean, see, that's the thing. If they make a trilogy, I mean, I think it could be good because it's going to be something totally different. It's not going to be this all the shit we're used to, Jedis and lightsabers, whatever the equivalent of that is in like a new galaxy.
Wait, so all of Star Wars does take place in one galaxy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Man, I don't know how I feel about
'Cause
them
it's
just
a
whipping out a
galaxy
new
far,
ass
far
galaxy.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? My fucking brain just broke. Oh my god.
Why? You think Star Wars took place in multiple galaxies?
Well, no. I'm just like, I just put two and two together. Like, holy shit, man. Oh, dude, fucking Jesus Christ. Fucking galaxies. God damn it.
What is happening?
What?
God,
What is
you
this
okay?
realization you're having?
dude, I just fucking realized. I just remembered what a galaxy was and how many. Like, I was thinking a galaxy was a universe, but nah, galaxies are in a universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so what's the point then? Like, in terms of that, like, wouldn't you want to keep that in the same galaxy or universe of
think
Star
you have
Wars? Like, what's
I
the
think
point
you
of
have
like separating it to a new galaxy? Because at that point, everything could be different.
Yeah.
So why even
I
call
mean-
it Star Wars at that point?
Because that makes the money.
Well, obviously branding, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
in terms of like actuality, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's what we're all saying.
Yeah.
That's why we don't like Disney. Because they just want money. They don't make good content anymore. Have you guys seen the new Mulan? It like
No,
they're
because
trying
I
to
don't
be
want
all
to pay
like,
$30
did.
for it.
you don't have to pay $30
Oh,
for
they
it.
made it
anymore.
free now.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they're trying to be like, oh, look at this, women power. They just it just makes women look bad. It really does. It makes me feel bad for women watching it, to be honest, because that's the kind of movie they look up to. We need to give them better. It's like the new Wonder Woman. It's just a shit movie, and it's trying to be like, oh, look at women empowerment, but it's just it's just bad movie.
Ooh,
That is unfortunate that the new Wonder Woman ended up not being good.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that. I have heard bad things. Here's the thing. I've had this conversation with my wife before, and it's hard. It's really hard to say
My wife.
because we're not women, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know what it's like to be a woman. But I
True.
also feel like a lot of movies that put like a woman focused, like that kind of thing into it, I feel like they're like taking every opportunity to explain why they're doing it instead of just doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look at
Yep.
like, let's give an example of like, I don't know, like a badass action movie. You know what I mean? It's like, just have a badass woman in a badass action movie. Like, don't explain why she's like there or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I
just
mean, that
make
exists,
it a
though.
bad. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of the movies just don't do that. They have to explain themselves, and I feel like I don't know if that's me reading into it super hard and not seeing like what, like if like let's say if like example like they had a male role in that same movie, like would I see it differently because it's a man, or am I seeing it differently because it's a woman, and I'm just over it scrutinizing it? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, no, I can
that was my
definitely-
wife's argument for that, was like, well, because you're a man and you're
You're a
used to
man.
seeing a man in that role, so then you're over like scrutinizing the movie instead of just watching the movie. But I feel like I'm watching the movie and I'm just seeing all the signs pointing towards like, hey, this is a woman, reminding me she's a woman, instead of just seeing a woman. Does that make
I
sense?
mean, yeah, to be fair, the plot of Mulan is like, I'm a woman pretending to be a man. So that I'll give it a slide there. I won't give it a slide for the shit writing that had. But like, it's the same thing with Wonder Woman though. That one isn't I'm a woman pretending to be a man. That is I'm a fucking powerful woman in 1984 fighting evil. But it's like, look, it makes they made all the guys look like complete scumbags. Which, to be fair, 1984, so probably not completely inaccurate. But they just put so much focus on it. It was ridiculous.
Like focus on
But-
what, making the guys like be scumbags, or like
Yeah, making them look sleazy and going out of their way to make Wonder Woman look wondrous, I guess. I don't know.
Well, isn't that kind of what, like, I don't know, example like James Bond movies did though? They made the man
Yeah.
like be like, oh, this man's so perfect, but then all the women are like, you know,
Yeah, but that
quote,
was
unquote,
written
women.
in 1984.
No,
So-
no, what I would say, but like, is that like what's? I mean, I don't know. Like it's so hard for me to talk about this because I just don't know. Exactly.
fair,
Because that's
James
what.
Bond is a psychopath. I don't think that's a good
Okay.
judge of a hero.
But like you're saying, like it's making like the men look bad, right? Like you could argue like in other movies they make women look bad.
Yeah, they
So
do.
like why are you hating on the movie? Because they're
Oh, I
making
see
the
your
men
point.
look bad.
Well, I
Because
think
they're
it's
making the men look
2021. We
bad.
can be a
Because
little
you're a
more
man and you're
progressive than
feeling
that.
bad about the men looking bad.
I think we could just not make the opposite sex look bad, make the hero look better. That's good. I think that's a valid option in 2021. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe
You're
I'm
asking too much, man. Because that's what
I
that's.
think
I agree too. I think like, it's so hard. It's like how do you make them look equal though? Like there has to be some sort of like villain or underlying theme to justify actions or something like that.
yeah, but it doesn't have to be related to sex or gender. It could just be like
See,
this
I
guy's
think
trying
that's
to end the fucking
I think
world.
that's the
You know?
whole big question. Otherwise, I'm going to shut up because I want to hear Kobe and Foosh.
Okay.
Kobe and
All
Foosh,
right.
everybody.
I,
What?
I don't.
Good talk.
I haven't been
I
able
don't
to be involved in this conversation for a while, so
Yeah.
I've been kind of zoned out.
Honestly,
you guys have
this is a topic I really don't think about.
fair.
Like the things that you guys see in these movies, I just don't think
Yeah,
about.
I'm not like of course, I don't hardly watch movies, but when I do, I
Yeah,
just
that's my thing
kind of
too.
watch it and I don't think about anything.
Well, I try not to. Like when I'm watching it, I zone out and try to focus on the movie completely, right? And just accept each movie for what it is. But then
Well, I guess
after the
how you're saying, like you think like you're reading into it or whatever. Like I don't do that. Like I just watch it. The movie's like, oh, I enjoyed it, and I just kind of move. I don't ever. I've never really gotten in depth really with a movie like that. Like thinking about things like that.
Yeah, I'm the same
Personally,
way. Like
If
I
I
saw
could,
Mulan, and at the end I was like, yeah, I enjoyed watching that. I didn't think anything twice of it. They had
Oh.
Jet Li, and I was like, that was cool.
I mean, I agree. But the writing was turd. I'll spoil. She literally said, "I'd rather die than be cast out," so they cast her out. And then she comes back to like, even though they said they would kill her if she came back, she comes back to warn them about the bad things. That would have been so much cooler if she didn't prefer death. But no, just Disney writers don't give a fuck about good writing. It's just a bad movie. I'm sorry. Also, like the powers didn't make a whole lot of sense. But
Wait, Mulan had powers.
yeah, chi and shit. I don't know. She also just fucking yeeted her armor off for no reason. Her dad's armor. Just I guess I don't need this anymore, even though I can still die if I get shot by a goddamn arrow. Fuck
She
the
does.
armor.
She does
That's
do that. She does also do this like arrow redirect thing where she kicks it.
Yeah.
She does that a couple times.
Because chi.
Whoa, I need to watch this movie.
Yeah.
I'm also afraid to watch this movie because that's getting on a whole other topic with like redoing like cartoons.
Yeah.
And, like,
Also,
good
they
movies
keep
like
making
that.
references to the original songs, which I love, but they never actually do any singing, so I hate it. They're just teasing me.
Yeah, that's what I liked about Mulan, though. I'm glad I liked that they went with in a different direction with it.
But the songs
Instead
are
of
so
instead
good.
of just making it the Mulan that we know with real actors.
Yeah, I see what you mean, and I kind of agree with that, but I just wish they had done it better. I wish they had made it a genuinely good movie, but they didn't.
Yeah. They also had the original Mulan too.
Maybe the original voice actor or
Yeah, the lady that voiced the original Mulan. She was in the new Mulan.
Oh, that's
what
cool.
role does she play?
She's given like a small cameo at like the end of the movie during like the ending ceremony.
Oh, so
She
doesn't even
introduces
just-
Mulan.
Oh,
Neat.
weird. What about the dragon Mushu?
He's
He
not
wasn't in it.
It wasn't in it.
No.
He's not in it.
Come
No.
on, she
That
has
was
so,
people's biggest issue.
so she has
when they
magical
announced it.
powers, but we don't get Mushu.
Yeah,
She
there's
has
also
chi.
there's also a silent phoenix that flies around but doesn't have any sassy Eddie Murphy lines, so that's disappointing.
Come on, man. Look, if you're gonna do fan service like that, come on. Give us Eddie Murphy, Mushu, one line or something like that. Come on. Dishonor on
At
your
least
family,
cameo.
dishonor on your cow. Come on.
You probably
Yeah.
don't want to be a part of it.
So is it more of like a serious movie then, from what it sounds like, than an actual like old Mulan?
I mean, I think it was trying to be, but
I mean,
it
yeah.
kind of felt like Bollywood quality to me.
Oh, what's wrong with Bollywood though?
which means it's absolutely
kinda-
fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I mean-
Bollywood movies are the shit.
They're not serious, but
That's what I love about them.
yeah. I feel like it felt like Bollywood, but it intended to be serious, and that was the problem. Like they just needed to go one way or the other.
They didn't go full Bollywood. They were like Bollywood
Yeah.
with trying to put extra stuff into it. Nope. Can't
Yeah.
do that.
Like there's like a scene in the beginning where some bad guys literally fucking run up a big ass wall. And I'm just like, that's straight out of Bollywood, but they never broke into the song and dance like I would expect out of a Bollywood movie. That's the problem.
See, Foosh, this is why you need to just not watch war movies and actually get, some fucking culture, okay?
I don't want to be
Foosh is the
cultured.
most- Maybe Foosh is the most cultured out of all of us
Because he watches war
because
movies.
he watches war movies.
I don't know about that.
Oh my god, I don't know. War movies have their place in my heart. I like them.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, dude. Like the Hurt Locker, fantastic movie.
Full Metal Jacket, pretty damn good.
What else?
I can't remember.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what was that one with fucking Jim from The Office in it that he did? That one wasn't too bad.
I don't think I saw
Jack
that one.
Ryan?
I think
That was a
so.
movie. No,
Tom
there's
Clancy
a
one.
there's a movie that he did.
It was a movie, and I think he's doing like
Was
the
it
Tom
the
Clancy
was it
series.
the one where he was like one of the security guys at Benghazi or whatever?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't really remember him in that, but that could have been it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a great movie, but as far as war movies go, I mean, I feel like war movies, you watch war movies for like the war. You know what I mean? Like combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
No,
say
yeah,
like
that sounds
kind of like war movies like Flags of Our Fathers, that's a good one. Wind Talkers
yep.
is a good one.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that one. Did that have Nicolas Cage in it?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. I can't take him seriously when he acts anymore. I can't see his character. I can only see Nick Cage.
He
I
does
mean,
a
that's fair.
he does a show on Netflix, like curse words or something like that. Like he hosts a show. I fucking can't stand it. God, it's horrible.
But what about the new movie he's in?
What's that one?
It's basically Five Nights at Freddy's, but Nick Cage is the janitor, and he goes around killing all of the fucking murderous animatronics.
What the fuck has happened?
What?
I forgot what it's called. It's literally Five Nights at Freddy's, but he gets hired as the janitor. And then when he works as the janitor, he's just going around killing these animatronics that want to kill him.
He went from stealing the Declaration of Independence to living in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Hey, to be fair, that was like 15
Wonderland.
years
That's
ago,
what it's
though.
called.
What'd you guys think of the National Treasure movies?
They're okay.
I don't
like
really remember the sequels, but I really liked the first one.
Well,
I don't remember them too much.
Well, the first one made sense, and the second one was like, it got stolen again, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, didn't they go to like Mount Rushmore? They found like a fucking temple underneath it, or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like an Aztec temple underneath, or some shit like that.
Wasn't there a third one too?
I think so, yeah.
Oh man, poor Nick Cage. The only movies I can remember Nick Cage in are the first. What are we talking about? I forgot the name
National
of the show.
Treasure?
National
National
Treasure. I could just think Declaration of Independence. That was the only word in my head. I can only remember in that, and then The Wicker Man. And the only reason I remember that is because I was way too young when I watched it, so it traumatized me just a little bit. And then
What about Ghost Rider?
oh, I forgot he was. See, I don't remember him in that because I forgot that movie even existed. Did you remember that there's a sequel to that? Because god
Yeah.
damn, that was bad.
Isn't there 3 Ghost Riders?
I
I
don't think there's 3. I think there's
How
2
many
for sure.
Ghost Rider movies are there?
Yeah,
Why are there
honestly, I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
there's 2. Oh
I
god.
don't, yeah, it's honestly, I only really remember him from like National Treasure. Otherwise, like all those other small movies he did were just like they're all just kind of ass.
I remember my roommates watched one on Netflix where he was like a cop or a detective or something, and like he was trying to help this chick who she was like raped, and then the rapists were in court, but they're gonna get off scot-free. And it was just this boring ass movie. And then the last 10 minutes is him just driving up to the people and shooting them. That was the movie.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good Nick Cage movie.
That's pretty much the epitome of a Nick Cage movie.
Yep. Look, if there's not guns in a Nick Cage movie, did you really watch a Nick Cage movie?
You got a point.
Yeah.
But the bees. The bees.
Oh God.
Well, shit, that was an interesting show. It took a lot of quirky turns. Started off with anime titties, ended with Nick Cage. So I think, dude, this show's weird. This podcast is weird. This is why you gotta tell everybody about it, because there's nothing like it in the market, right?
Yeah.
Let's take I want to take a step back because I just remembered something I seen. You guys remember, or was it that song that you Old Town? What was it?
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road.
Yeah, Lil Nas.
Yeah, Old Town
X
Road.
or whatever it is. That motherfucker. I gotta find it on Twitter, man. It's fucking...
Are you talking about his titties?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm not sure if we're still streaming or not.
We are streaming.
Okay. One last weird topic, apparently.
Lil Nas titties. I'll be honest, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I don't know either.
I'm sending the link.
There it
In the
is.
Discord.
Oh no.
This man is a legend.
Oh, he's got boobs now? Are those real or?
I
No.
don't know.
They're probably for a music video or
Like
something.
prosthetics.
Okay. Well, that's the thing now.
I mean, hey, they're good. They look real.
On a
Oh,
scale
on the
of
picture.
on the scale of anime titties to Lil Nas titties, how would you rate this podcast?
Look, all I'm saying, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Look, your mom watching this is gonna love it. Okay, she's gonna love you more for sharing it with her. All right, heck, share it with some random guy on the street. All right. Point is, that's our show for this week. We'll be back next week with even weird and stupider, more stupid. Look, topics, they're hard. Come watch.
Our
Listen.
IQ is dropping to that of a fence post.
I'm
Come
dead.
join us.
I'm dead inside. I don't know what I'm doing. Till next week.
Same.
Catch you later.
Bye.